anyway, you're fishing the east 1/3 this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The big caney side.
now, are you pre-fishing any? Or planning to?
I hope to Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay.
And it looks like I originally had planned to pre-fish Tuesday. Well, the temperature and the rain indicates that I'm probably not going to.
Wow. I mean, that right there saying 40. 40 is a high.
Yeah, and 100% chance of rain.
My goodness. Yeah. I hadn't looked at that.
Yeah. And then Wednesday, that's a decent day for this time of year.
Oh, okay.
At least it's just a 10% chance of rain.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on Thursday, the temperatures come up a little more, but the rain chance goes way up.
Right.
But main thing is the temperatures stays up there.
Yeah.
And I'll get a chance to check out my new float coat to see if it actually works.
Float? What's a float coat?
It's a substitute for a life jacket.
Really?
And I got one that has a rain gear outer and insulating, so it's just, it solves a lot of the issues of wearing a lot of clothes and having to wear a life jacket. And everything.
I fished Martin Creek one time, or working it, and I was over there in the over close to Durgan Bridge over there, and it's winter, it's dead of winter, and I got back there and I had one of those trolling motors got the handle on the front, and I had it wound up pretty good, and it hit a stump, and I went in. And I had that Shimano reel and a nice rod with me, and when that actually happens, for me, I don't know about everybody else, I didn't care about that rod. I was trying to catch that boat. That boat was leaving, and I was chasing after it. I finally caught the boat.
Jeez.
And when I got up the boat, well, the trolling motor's still wide open up on the front of that thing. And, when I got up that boat, that rod was right down at my lap.
Really?
So I didn't lose the rod,
That's amazing.
And, of course, I had, overhauls and everything else on. I was soaked, but, I mean, it was warm water, but...
until you got out of it.
Yeah. And back then, I didn't wear a life jacket, at that time. And but that's not the smartest way of doing that.
Right.
But
Well, I've gone in twice. And both times was after I started wearing suspenders. And both times were times when I had taken the suspenders off to modify the clothes that I had on, to take some clothes off.
Yeah.
Because I had too many clothes on. And I forgot to put the suspenders back on.
Oh, my goodness.
So, anyway, I still don't know that they work.
Yeah. Well, it can happen in a heartbeat like that, but
This is true.
yeah. My wife she needs suspenders because when she lost all that weight, we got this trash can that you had to roll down to the street down there.
Yeah.
And this is back when she used to do that. And she got down there and she was rolling it down there and she got right down to the edge and it was full of trash in that thing, and it's a pretty steep hill. And she got down there and her britches fell down right in the middle of all that. And cars are coming both ways, and yeah. And since she's lost all that weight, that's happened a few times. I mean, occasionally you can get a good floor show if you're here at the right time. So anyway, so where do you think you're going to be?
Well, of course, pre-fishing's going to tell the tale. We will start out in Glade almost certainly.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-fishing. Yeah, on this side of the lake, Glade is always my go-to.
Yeah.
And I'll, fish all the way around the outside of it.
Oh,
The east field, the west field,
Right, yeah.
the middle field, all I've got to catch. And a lot of people wonder why I'm doing it, but they'll see me out in here, and here, and here, rather than up on the bank.
Right.
And everybody else is beating the bank.
All right.
But I found that there's just as many fish out here
As some of those other places.
as there are up on the bank, and they're not being molested. So
Yeah. I think a popular spot is this creek channel right here.
Yeah, and that bank back there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's always people running that bank. The wind is not supposed to be an issue. So we'll see.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be an issue last
Yeah,
week
it
either.
wasn't- it
Last time.
Last week, that's where we were going, was in Glade. And got up that morning, and I drove across the lake before we went to the Minnebucket for our pre-tournament meeting.
Yeah.
And I looked at those rollers, and I thought, nope, I ain't gonna do that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, I can handle it. My boat's big enough that I can get through water like that, but it's blowing so hard back there in Glade that even when you put the talons down, the waves break over the back deck of the boat.
Really?
Yeah. And and then what happens is automatic bilge pump kicks on, shoots the water up, and it blows on the guy that's fishing.
Oh,
back there.
no. Well, that's not good. That's
It's
not
not-
much good either.
It's really not. So we did something completely different. Went into Rogers Creek
Oh, yeah.
and fished in there. Didn't do any good. And anyway, fished around. We finally found some fish at 1:30 and managed to catch a limit between 1:30 and 3 o'clock.
Huh. So who you fishing with this week?
Don't know the.
You hadn't got the
Well, I'm sure
tally?
I haven't seen the. That's interesting. Hadn't thought about that, but I have not seen a listing yet. See if he's put it out that I haven't seen this morning. Still don't have a.
Huh. So somebody just picks
Yeah, we
the
got
names,
one
or they
guy
pull them out of a hat or something? Or?
One guy keeps track of who you fished with and tries to keep it rotating
Oh,
so
okay.
you don't fish with the same person more than once.
Right. Okay, well, that's pretty cool.
But we'll try Rogers again, and we'll go into Glade
Yeah.
and several other places. See what we can come up with. Rattle trap and spinnerbait again.
Well, I was going to ask you if you're still sticking with that.
I'll stick with them. Although last week we caught fish on a CS rig, and that's a finesse. You can put your imagination of what CS stands for.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay, that's what we caught them on.
My mind can roll pretty far, so you might better be a little more specific. You might be surprised what I'm about to come up
Well,
with.
you probably come up with the right
Come up with the
thing.
right one.
Yeah. But it's a 64 ounce weight, about a foot back from a little 4-inch yum dinger,
Huh.
and throw it up in the edge of the grass and sit there and just try to feel for anything. And when the wind's blowing like it was, you didn't feel anything, but you'd notice the line would move a little bit, and when it did, wind down and set the hook.
Huh.
And if you were lucky, it hadn't swallowed it.
Wow.
But it worked, so I'll be throwing that some. When the fish actually get up to where they're thinking about getting on the beds, that works better than a.
So who come up with that?
Well, I've been using it for a number of years. I don't think it's an exclusive. I was the first one in the club to use it, and several of the guys are using it now. But but it works. Just small baits, real light weights,
Yeah.
light line, the whole bit.
Huh.
And if the wind's blowing, try to get in a position where you can throw with the wind. It's just about what you have to do.
Yeah.
But that's what we will be doing, I suspect. Now, I will be mixing it up with a trap and a spinnerbait,
Yeah.
and probably a fluke too, although haven't done anything at all on a fluke yet this year.
Yeah. I didn't even look to see how you came out tournament last week on the LFA. How'd you?
Yeah, I won it.
Oh, you won that? Okay.
At first place, big fish, and we won the side pot.
Okay, I
And my
guess you should have looked.
Partner didn't catch a fish.
My goodness.
Yeah.
So where were you at when you caught that?
Well, we were up in Glade.
In Glade.
Well, we were going to Glade. We didn't make it to Glade. We ended up fishing some of these pockets just north of the bridge.
Oh yeah.
And finally, like I said, found some fish at 1:30 and caught 5, broke 1 off and missed 2. That I knew of. There's probably another 20 that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
The bite's so subtle. But
Goodness.
yeah.
Huh. Let me. We go to.
From here, go to regional homepage there. First.
Oh, they're right
Yeah,
there.
Right.
Okay. Go to regional home.
Now let's go to national index. It's up.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Now from this down at the bottom, you can find bass fin.
Okay.
Now Bass Fishing Innovations, yeah.
Okay.
And that's ugly. I needed to work on that yesterday.
And then to get to there, we go to LFBA.
LFA.
Okay, there we go. So we're there,
Yeah.
and then so the tournament was last. Was
The 14th.
this in here? Is that
No,
correct?
214.
I'm sorry, 214 right here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see what you. All right, you caught the big fish.
Yeah.
288. Caught 5 of them. There you are. So. Now, who's your partner last week?
Bob Lambert.
Bob Lambert. Okay,
Yeah.
this is who you're fishing with, Bob Lambert.
Right.
Lambert. Okay. All right. Now this east 1/3. Now you're not fishing this area, but you know you was telling me a little bit. I was wondering if you would just talk a little bit about the Bryant's Point, the
yeah.
Doctor's. What everybody I always heard is Doctor's Point,
Okay.
but you've actually got a real name for it. You know.
It's Dr. W.D. Bryant is an oil man out of Tyler. He and my uncle joined up back in the, I guess, early 50s. And the family owned a section, and they added some more to it. And Dr. Bryant built a house out there on Bryant Point. Back in those days, it was a $20,000 house, which was a humongous house.
Big one.
Yeah, swimming pool and whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's underwater now, but
Yeah.
he had, it shows a pond there. That's where he dammed up. They actually put a dam across Lake Fork Creek. And from the backside of the swimming pool.
He put that dam in, or
He
put a dam in Lake Fork Creek.
Dammed Lake Fork Creek. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So it would probably be on the south side of here, the dam part would, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you think?
I honestly
I'm
don't
guessing it'd be what do you make it out of, you know?
Dark.
Just dirt, just a dirt.
It had a concrete spillway, but it was just an earthen dam. But there was he had a set of stairs that went literally from the backside of the swimming pool down that hill. And it seems, as I remember, it was 75 steps. Maybe it wasn't that many,
Wow.
but it seemed like, you know, for a little kid, it was a lot of steps.
I bet, yeah.
And a pier down there.
Huh. So the pool, now that's what David Kelly thought was a basement, but he thought it was a basement, I think. You know, he was telling
The
me.
house didn't have a basement. It was just a ranch style.
Yeah.
You know.
But you said there was a pool
It
out there.
had a swimming pool.
That's
Yeah,
a
it
swimming pool he was thinking of.
Yeah, it was an L-shaped house, and the pool was right in the L.
in that corner.
And it was probably 8 feet deep at the deepest part.
Yeah.
But
It wasn't that big a pool, though.
No, it really
just
wasn't.
kind of small.
yeah. But
And there's a picture of that area down there, and I'm guessing that's the house slab right there.
very probably, yeah. And that's the guest house.
Okay, it had a guest house too, then,
Yeah,
huh?
that was back there. And the pool. Yeah, you can't really.
You know,
can't
those
see.
steps. You'd think you could see those steps, unless maybe it kind of looks like steps right there. You know, just looking at it.
That's about where they would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
See, here's the road that came across
Uh-huh.
the river bottom, and it actually crossed what used to be the creek, but the dam was right there.
Oh, okay. So the spillway was right along in here somewhere.
And then there was a diversion dug around, and
Oh, really? So they made a little cut across there too as well.
yeah.
That's always interested me, that little part of the area there that David Kelly used to talk about all the time. But
And this road, this is the back entrance. This is how you could get there when the creek was up. And the creek, you know, there used to be some god awful high water. I mean, it would be 15 feet deep out here just
Wow.
from overflow.
really,
Yeah.
David said they had like Christmas lights down those tree lamps down there that they had strung out there.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so I guess they sat out on the back porch
Yeah,
out there
it
looking
was
at that.
Yeah, he had parties and.
Huh.
I was going to say
the
alligator.
same?
I noticed you had Alligator Cove full up earlier.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's another real place this time of the year.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah. It's kind of misleading looking at the map because there is no, unless the lake is 2 or 3 feet high, there is no water all the way through any of those
Yeah.
places.
Okay.
It's just
It's that shallow
yeah,
there.
it's just super shallow. Yeah.
Well, there may have been some silting too in there since then too as well.
That's a possibility, definite possibility. But that's I've caught a lot of good fish in there, and a lot of people do.
Oh yeah.
And of course, I noticed Secret's marked around there. It's no longer a secret. That was the guides named it Secret because when you look at it, it doesn't look like anything.
No.
But they loved it because the fish would bed up in there pretty good.
Oh yeah.
In the spring. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, like you said, there ain't no secrets hardly anymore.
Yeah.
You're this little cut right here. You fish that
Yeah,
little part right there.
that's some real impressive bottom structure out there where it you're literally in 2 feet of water and then you're in 15 feet. It just drops that quickly.
It just,
You see there's nearly always a boat sitting on it.
we were talking about that pump station out there.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to find somebody that knows something about that pump station out there, how that actually formed. I talked to another guy this last week, and
Which pump station?
the water pump station to Dallas,
Dallas. Okay.
over at
Gotcha. Over Williams Creek.
Williams Creek over there. But I have yet to find, that, what exactly the plan, because that just looks too weird to me for it not to be a plan that.
Yeah, I agree. Because I remember it used to just amaze me how you could fish along that bank and the water was level with the top of the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And you were in 20 feet of water. That's just not a natural sort of thing.
No.
If it is, that's exactly, they were, they really.
And it was wallowed out too. It wasn't just like see, this thing's got a great cut down through here, but it's not like that. That thing is actually wallowed out in like an oval shape in there before the lake was filled. So it just reeks of somebody did something there.
Somebody
had an idea, or maybe it was another project that they were doing, and later on it came out like that. But I don't know. But it just that's one of the things I'm on my radar if I ever find out.
Right.
I'd love to know, but
be nice. That'd be a good thing to have some pictures.
Oh man, yeah. I'm gonna look through my pictures again and see if there's something that maybe shows that. But the ones I've ever seen, it does not show anything in that area over there. I don't know. It's all a mystery to me.